The stars of Steven Soderbergh's 2011 medical thriller Contagion, starring Matt Damon, Kate Winslet, Lawrence Fishburne, and Jennifer Ehle, have reunited for a series of videos to spread awareness about the ways to deal with coronavirus. The film had chronicled how humanity battles the spread of a virus. It has once again become very relevant after the outbreak of the novel coronavirus. So they have reunited, and it's a great thing to deal with the current scenario. Very difficult one. The thing that is on everybody's mind, lips, is just coronavirus. So it's great that these actors have reunited and they're spreading words of wisdom about the virus and how to deal with it. I remember Bill Gates in 2015 had delivered a TED talk in which he had addressed that there could be a pandemic coming up for humanity, will be very difficult. Millions could die as a result, and he had talked about developing a vaccine at that point of time. Many did not take him seriously. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have been very much at the forefront in terms of finding ways to deal with the pandemics, developing vaccines, and I believe that his recent interview on CNN does underscore the point of trying to tackle the disease much before it has actually happened. So you develop vaccines much before the onset of the disease and not after. That's the way you tackle such an important pandemic. If you take it lightly before, dealing with it on a war footing after it has appeared is going to be extremely difficult, as you can imagine. In many countries where people are unable to fight is just because of the fact that they did not take it seriously. Even after the onset of the disease in China, governments were not willing to take it seriously. Only after a few deaths they have taken it seriously, and that's why you're finding such a huge economic and medical consequence. The way to fight coronavirus is different in different countries. In Johannesburg, there was a serpentine queue of shoppers who were trying to buy goods, and they were standing in a queue but very close to each other. Social distancing being the norm in every part of the world, Johannesburg police arrived and they started firing rubber bullets to try to tackle these shoppers, treat them social distancing. Well, naturally there are different ways to tackle. You can use force, and there are different things that you can do. I remember on television, a famous commentator was talking about that let's fight the coronavirus, who is our common enemy. He was saying that a world for the first time has united against a common enemy. That's the coronavirus. Friends, I do agree it is, but this type of thinking breeds very negative thinking in the minds of a person. When you keep talking of an enemy, that's negative thinking. There are various ways in which you can tackle coronavirus. Medically, I think the thing that has been lacking in most parts of the world who are now suffering much is diagnostic kits. Testing is supposed to be the best way to be able to find out the people who are suffering, to quickly tackle the disease before it spreads any further. Most countries who have suffered lack the number of diagnostic kits, and that's been one of the most difficult reasons why, if you are not tested early, this disease has spread. True, lockdowns are also helpful. In many parts of the world, lockdown conditions are there. In fact, half the globe is under a lockdown. Or as one of the cartoons says, that earth is closed for repairs currently. Lockdowns are very good, but as WHO recently said, that lockdown itself will not help you to kill the disease. Lockdowns can be helpful because they give you time. They give you space to build up what you had not done before. If you didn't have enough ventilators, then it gives you time to make provision for ventilators. It gives you time to build up medical facilities. It only can buy time. It itself cannot eliminate the disease itself. I believe that that's the way you can medically treat. But what Bill Gates had advocated, building the vaccine, working on it much before the onset of the disease would have been a great thing. Now that has not happened, one must definitely rush, and there are many vaccines under development. And I believe that sooner or later, and I believe that a time frame of around 2 months is satisfactory. So between May end and June end, I believe a satisfactory vaccine, particularly I believe the second half of June would be the time when you should see some medical way of tackling this virus. But I personally believe that although the coronavirus will be tackled, there will be laxity once again, and it may return back with a vengeance in another 2 months' time. Either it will be the same virus or it will be in some other form. The most important thing that people should desist is watching too much of negative news. Watching round the clock news of how many deaths have taken place of coronavirus breeds a lot of negativity in the minds of people. That's not how you're going to tackle the disease. The more you have negativity in the minds of a person, the worse it will become, the worse shape it will take. Try to think positive, try to think of positive environments, think that the disease is going, do some meditation, and this is going to be the best way, more than even medical, this is going to be the best way to tackle the disease. As far as the actual tackling is concerned, I believe something like the second half of June will be a good time where you might hope to see good diagnosis disease for the disease. And I believe that humanity in the meanwhile should take firm steps not to keep distressing itself with too much of news and watching it minute by minute analysis. There are many television channels which are constantly showing, just like a match, they are trying to show these are the deaths that are taking place in various parts of the world. This is not going to help you. I mean, and I would even suggest that government should not, many governments are making a mistake in constantly telling people the same thing, social distancing, and what can happen if you don't follow it. Doctors keep coming in from various important hospitals, universities across the world to constantly try and instill in the minds of people, if this is not followed, so many deaths are on the anvil. Well, you have said it once, don't repeat it again and again. People are smart. If they follow it, it's excellent. But you're breathing a lot of negativity by feeding the same type of news again and again. So have positive thinking. I'm sure it will work out. Give it 2 months' time. I'm sure you'll see good results on the horizon. Markets around the world have been beaten pretty badly. I think the economic consequences of coronavirus will persist far after this disease has abated. So keep that in mind and make your investments wise. This is not going to go overnight. It's going to take some period of time. I think that the full outbreak has yet to complete. The cycle has yet to complete itself. Understand the message of nature. What nature is sending a message as far as coronavirus is concerned, to not to go for relentless deforestation, not to build cities, causing so much of stress on Mother Nature. Until and unless you do not follow this, you will not be able to overcome the disease. But try to take it with a sense of understanding that do not have negative thinking all the time. More the positive you are, the earlier the solution will come. 2 months' time, I think you'll see a solution for the coronavirus. However, I believe there will be some laxity again, and it may return back with a vengeance later on. Happy investing. Take care. Bye-bye.